Recitation stops traffic and averts danger. During the 2011 Qingming Festival, I was driving with my son southward from Taichung City to my hometown to pay respects to our ancestors, sweeping our ancestors' tombs according to our traditions. There were many cars on the highway, but the traffic was smooth, and I was doing 100 kilometers per hour. By the time I reached the Mingjian exchange, a speeding car to my right suddenly cut into my lane. I reflexively steered my vehicle to the left. The abrupt maneuver caused my car to spin, and I lost control of it. As it spun 180 degrees, I saw a large truck speeding towards me. In panic, I cried out, "Amitabha Buddha." Later, my son told me I had screamed the name. That moment, I was startled to see all cars around us stopped, as if time and space had been frozen. Silently, my car spun around 3 times. Only when things had returned to normal, and I was back in the original lane, did the traffic begin to flow again. It seemed as though those abrupt events never happened. After coming to my senses, I thought back on those few seconds and wondered what had happened to us. There could have been a serious multi-vehicle accident, a tragedy with cars wrecked and people killed. Yet during that moment of danger and fear, a recitation of Amitabha's name seemed to have pulled us to safety. Suspended in the air, we were able to turn around at leisure, see our course adjusted automatically, and resume our journey. Our lives, and those of many others on the spot, were spared and disaster was avoided. When I think back even now, I shudder. I gratefully thank Amitabha Buddha for heading off a catastrophe and preserving precious lives, including mine and my son's. Namo Amitabha Buddha. It was indeed a miracle. We can imagine that if the mother had not called upon Amitabha Buddha, there would have been a very serious accident involving many cars. The victims would not have been the mother and son alone. The vehicles behind them would have slammed into those in front, causing inestimable casualties. Why did the mother call out Amitabha's name at that moment? It turned out that she and her husband had been learning Buddhism for some time. Even though they did not yet practice the Pure Land path exclusively, they were accustomed to reciting Amitabha's name. In an emergency, they would quite naturally recite it. Think again. Where would the mother and son be now if she had not called out to Amitabha Buddha? Says an old Chinese proverb, "Gold is empty, silver is empty. After death, both hands are empty. Wife is empty, son is empty. You won't see them on the road to the netherworld." That is reality of life. But it doesn't mean we should take a passive view on it. On the contrary, we should understand life's truths and face them, not avoid them. Only that way would we be able to solve problems. To do so would be to take a more proactive attitude. If we waited until being forced to do so by an accident or approaching death, it would be too late, and we would still not be able to escape. As with the debt, we should repay as soon as possible. Every extra day means an additional day's interest. Faced with the inescapable reality of death, we should prepare ourselves as early as possible. Thank you. Namo Amitabha Buddha.